All right. Gonna do... I believe it might only be 2 more demos I'm testing here. Not too crazy this next fest demo rush. Voidwrought. Let's see. 2D action platformer. Looks very much a lot like Hollow Knight's art style. Doesn't say if it is gonna be Metroidvania or not. Hey, many games have some elements of that, I feel like, so might be. And release date is unknown, but it's states this year. So yeah, so the game, you may not hear any audio or anything, is because the game pauses itself when you tab out. It completely pauses the game and everything. Just in the menu again, this is a game that, like, it seems a little bit weird. My RTX 3070 in 1440p 120 frames per second here is being used to almost 60%. I really feel that we should stop making menus of games being so demanding. It's not a big problem for majority of people, you're not gonna be in the menu, but it's just a little bit weird to me. Settings wise, this is on by default, so you need to turn it off if you don't want to send data to this company. I turn it off because you never know exactly what is gonna happening, and I just wanted to play the demo. So since yeah, you know, it's always hard to know what it is. It could be helpful for the developers and be nice for you to have it on, but it could also mean something unwanted gets sent. So, you know, I turned it off. It's good that you can do that. It's open about this when you start the game. Seems like you can remap. Let's try it. Yes, and the right stick click button works to remap. Perfect. So, seems like it wants you to use the analog control to move, and it used the D-pad for some kind of... Why the heck is that interact? Huh. Interesting choice. Well, right, I might have to remap later on. We're gonna leave it as it is right now, but that's good that you can remap. Since using my keyboard here, I cannot change keyboard controls, meaning that you probably cannot mix and match gamepad and the keyboard controls. Probably not a problem for this game. Minimap opacity, interesting. Video, you have exclusive full screen, borderless full screen, and window mode should satisfy anyone's need. And you have resolutions, they are like 16:9, 16:10 aspect ratios that you can choose from. I did not see any like ultra wide resolution to choose from. VSync on off, or you have a refresh rate. It goes only up to 120 frames. I don't know if this because the game recognized my monitor is max 120 Hz, or if it's just, hey, you can only do 24, 25, 30, 50, and no 60. No 60. Well, that's... You have a 24. Oh, there we go. 60 is... Okay, 60, 24, 25, 30, 50, 120. Yeah, I don't know if it is the game is reading like Windows settings or whatever, but that was a weird way. Obviously it should be 50, 60, 120 Hz cap. And I think it might be reading my monitor's EDIT or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. Because 24 Hz is a weird cap frame rate. And 25 also. 30 I get. 50 sure. 60 yes. Then it's nice to have like 90. Best is if you can, you know, just have a slider from within a range, or you can just fine tune it yourself. But alright. No graphical options. might or might not be a problem. It's quite heavy for just, you know, this screen here. 60% of an RTX 3070. Love that they start with master volume in the middle, so you can boost it or lower it, not just cranking it to the max by default. And it seems like you can turn off like the background music when you're in the UI. Nope, that is some other thing. Alright, but let's go. Gonna be using my gamesir T4K for this. Have not tried to run it anything at all here. Completely fresh into it. Looks like you can skip here, that's nice. So, okay, so you need to like progress it by clicking, or you can skip it entirely with B. This is definitely a personal thing, but this kind of like reading cutscene or story stuff is something I do not personally like. I want when a game are in a more fluid way telling stories, but again, stories in most 2D games aren't, well, in games in general, aren't the key thing for me. Obviously gonna depend on the type of game, but for like 2D action or metro games or, you know, FPS games, story isn't the main problem or issue that it has to be great for me. It's how the gameplay feels that is really gonna keep me going. But again, story can be awesome, like in Ori games and in the Kena Bridge of Spirits game. I'm guessing this is the map, alright. And that's probably my placement, right? And there are 3 more here. The map is that, okay. We have some kind of, looks a little bit like the Hollow Knight inventory system here. Inventory, we don't know what that is. Guessing this might be large or small, something that you have acquired. Dash. Slide with left button. So dash and a slide. That's interesting. Oops. Cannot check my journal or anything else, but okay, so this is probably abilities or stuff you got. Yeah, there's no analog movement. This is probably a game I would have wanted to use my D-pad for. Might see if I can... You know what, can I remap it already? It might make no sense to do that, but... Slither interact. Problem is, it might not work anyway here. Yeah, okay, here we have it, so we need... Button is already in use. What does mean? Hello? There is a hard-coded button that I cannot... Huh! Okay, well, that's not good. I guess we're gonna go with the analog stick that is being used as a digital. I think it was this, like default, right? Well, we can use this. And then I can just do... That's unfortunate. It's a hidden hard-coded value, so I think this is a game I would really like my D-pad to be used, but right now I cannot do that because I don't know what happens if I try to rebind this to D-pad down. That is bound to something that I cannot see. Not good. Not good. Not sure if I like that we have... That's a long cooldown. Both having a slide and a dash. Why do we have that? Why do we have a slide and a dash? That seems to me that this might be a game that might benefit from just input optimization to try to make them less yeah, that's not something that feels really that great to me here. I'm very curious why you could not have like a slide dash. Alright, so we cannot do that. Right, so I cannot dash through there. So we are in the game now, right? And so you can see in the top left, my GPU utilization is down to 20 to 25%, about 2.7 gigabyte VRAM, a few cores here, nothing being hammered by my 5600X. So the main menu is just about 2 to 3 times more heavy than the game itself. Just stop it, take the menu, make it a fixed background instead of that demanding, like, animated thing. It just is weird. Maybe the game will become more demanding graphically? Hello? Oh, wow, that did not feel smooth. You have quite a... Yeah, I need a D-pad for these fine controls. Alright, so to do a ledge grab, you press jump. Alright, yeah, D-pad is something I would really enjoy. So please show us what the D-pad down is bound to so we can remap it. Otherwise it's a nice little graphical style here. Let's turn off the performance metric, but it's weird that I like an option to have the game being muted and paused when tabbed out. Probably not gonna be a problem for most people, but yeah, I really like when that's an option or not a thing, because this is a pretty lightweight game, except for the main menu, which apparently is much more demanding. So, you know, like, it's not really necessary to pause the game like this when I tab out. I understand it in more graphically or performance demanding games. Don't feel it's necessary to pause and mute in a game like this. Right, so yeah, I would really like the D-pad here as an option. But that is not an option. Nice, interesting music style here. Nice pogoing. Doesn't seem like my healing gets filled up. Like it doesn't seem like in Hollow Knight, like attacking enemies gives me like a magic meter that can be used to be healing. It seems to be fixed healing potions. But again, this just screams to me like input optimization is something that this game could benefit from. Because it's a bit weird. Why do I have interact D-pad up as a separate action? Couldn't it have worked just as good as just having me press, you know, move up or down instead of that? Or even when you can interact with something, having your attack to be interact. Why do we need a separate button just for interact? How will that enhance the game instead of just having you press up, you know, on your analog stick or whatever you use to move to interact with something, or down? How will this, having this on a separate button, enhance the game? It just feels like it adds a button. It just feels like it adds a button without any real positive to it. Yeah, I really feel like we need more games to do input optimizations. How does the map look? Okay, so it's block-like. I guess it works. And again, I wonder... I do wonder if this is necessary to have. If you couldn't have it combined, so you do like a slide dash thing instead. Obviously, I don't know how the game is gonna progress, so it might be very useful to have it as a two separate action. It could be. But I don't know. But I'm oh, this does not feel good with what the heck? Yeah, without the D-pad, this jump here does not feel as smooth. I'm out of healing. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I can go this way. That's a weird block-looking thing. Like, instead of having interact on a separate button, we could have had map maybe be on a separate button. Okay, so it defaults to the map every time you want to go to the inventory. This probably might bug some people off that just want to go to the last one that they used. I don't know if you gain anything from attacking enemies. It might do it. I have something saying 122. I'm guessing this is like one more HP or... Alright, so you get some kind of accuracy by killing enemies here. Still don't have any healing here. I don't know what the artifact thing is doing. Maybe something you can use to... Maximum health is increased. It's also a little bit weird here, like I use the, you know, the analog here to move, but in the menu you have to use the D-pad. It's just... not a problem, but it's just... I feel it would be better to just use... Oh, okay. Use whatever I use to move. Like whatever I use to move I feel would be better. If this is a boss, then that's unfortunate, because I have... Yeah, pretty much no HP here. Oh, wow, okay. I tried to dash to the left. I guess my input got eaten there. So... No idea what happens when you die here. Doesn't seem like I'm punished for it. Looks like an interesting boss here. Nothing too crazy or anything, but... Whoa, I'm trying my best to just... Yeah, I would really want to use my D-pad. There we go. D-pad would definitely help with the movement, but again, remapping seems a little bit rough, since I don't know what the down D-pad the down is doing, so I can't really remap that. Right, so very easy starter boss. Yeah, I don't know why you have a separate button for interacting like that. It's Weird, weird, weird. Acquired charge attack. Woocha! Right. So now we can open purple doors. Maybe we can... That's weird. That's probably where I started, but that is purple-like looking. So we can go down, maybe? Well, that didn't seem to work that good. So, charge attack on the enemies didn't seem to work that great. Okay, they have a limited amount of... Maybe we're supposed to use those? Oh man, it's such a long freaking recharge. Okay, so far I'm not punished for using... for dying, which is interesting. I think you're supposed to be using... those rings to get across. Now, let me check something. Look up and look down is my left stick. It's not working. I can't see anything. There we go. Oh, that's a long time for it to be... Hello? Holy shit. Alright, that's a long time to look up and down. Yeah, let's start holding here. Let's holding down now. That's about 3 seconds. 3 seconds! Holy shit! That's not good. Why not let me use the right stick to just freely look up and down? I wonder if you're gonna get punished more by dying in the full game. So far, dying has just not have any real punishment to it. So yeah, very curious to see that. So it does look like the enemies do respawn also. Is this a shop? Yep, this is a shop, and I have one denial and okay, and focus strange spectrums of light into the destructive horizontal beam. Close range frontal attacks. Okay. Reduces the channeling time of healing. Damage dealt by relics. Now, what? What? Huh? Provides additional health. You have acquired an artifact. Oh, alright, so... Right. So this is like passive buff abilities. And I'm guessing relics are going to be... Oops. They're gonna be like... to do your spell thing. Right. Void steps. This is probably just another moving thing. Don't know what slither could be. Probably not an action button. It would be weird if it is that. So yeah, use... Okay, so you can have 2 relics, 2 spells equipped. Right. Void anchor require what? Okay. That doesn't say. Can zoom in and zoom out, so I have to go up this way now. Okay, it remembers my zoom, that's nice. Oh, you jump up. Oh, wow. Right, and you need to have this ability to get this. Can I get it? It would be fun to try like one of the magic spells. Blah blah blah. So destructive horizontal beam I can get. Really? Okay. Didn't I get this? No? Right, but I would like... I'm just gonna get this because I wanna try this one out. So we can now choose if we want it to be on the left or right one. Left or right trigger. And it looks like we have 3 charges. Maybe. And they might be refilled by attacking enemies. Right, and one more we should get either a potion or a HP upgrade. Right, so that explodes. This is an ability we probably need to use those. Yeah, okay, so that uses... That used one of the purple charge thing there, okay. Right, and you get it back by attacking. Alright, yeah, that's nice. Ooh, okay, not sure. I probably need a double jump or something like that. You can't zoom mark. Oh, you can mark stuff. So if I were to do that. What? Oh, that's a tricky one. Oh, oh, cool, cool, cool. Ooh. What? No, stop. How do I... Okay. That gave me more HP, okay. So you can use charge by just standing still on the ground. It looks like it could have been something I might have been able to break in this area, but we're not gonna go back. Okay, so that's void gate. The buyer thing, I could buy stuff. It's a void gate. Point of interest. U. And I have my mark that needs like double jump or something. It feels pretty damn good. Nothing really complaining here, except that I wanted my D-pad for movement. And I'm not sure how to rebind that again, since I don't know what D-pad down is bound to by default, right? Because if I do this, button is already in use, okay? What is D-pad down being used to? We have left, we have up. I don't know. It's hidden. It's a hidden button. Have no idea. Cannot tell. Might be nothing. Might be a bug. It might work perfectly fine for me to just rebind to D-pad. You know, like... No. It could work perfectly fine to do this. I really don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. Do we get grappling ability now? Tendril. What the F is tendril? Yeah, we got the grappling. That's weird. So, okay, on the ground, you have a crouch. In the air, you have that. Okay. So here they optimize the inputs with this one. Not bad, but interesting choice. Right. Oh, that's a weird grappling. But yeah, I was right. You could use the grappling to get the stuff, oops, down below here. So, where are we now gonna be going? The map tells me nothing, so... Oh wait, there's one left here. Okay, I missed this. Is this little one? No, it's is it this one? Okay. Oh man, oh wow, okay. So now you can quit and it's saved, I'm guessing? Huh. So this is just a save room that heals me and alright. Interesting. But I still haven't got punished by dying, so... Interesting. Right, can I? So you still use the D-pad here no matter what you bind. Okay. What is? Calls upon the memory of a forgotten warrior to summon an arching purple blade. Where was it that we had? Was something that I had that I couldn't use, is it? Was it this way? Right, because I've already done that. This was just this. Alright, you could go here. Doesn't tell you, but you can. is interesting. It didn't show this before. Okay, that heals me. Whoa. Oh, it respawns. Okay, that's good to know. Move structure. Return to body. So what did this do? I'm not sure exactly what that did that I moved. But let's just continue. It feels like pretty decent here, pretty good. Pretty decently good enemies to fight and everything, so... The only thing it definitely is that I really enjoy is the D-pad here for movement, so I hope it won't be... Ooh. Hope it's not gonna cause me... Whoa, okay. Any problem having remapped it. There was definitely things I could go to the left and right down below. Maybe I should have done that. You know, this looks like it might be another boss there. Hello, drop, drop. So check. Void anchor required. Oh well. Okay, so this is another one of this one. I did see one of these earlier in one place that I don't know where it was. It is marked though on the map. Oh, okay. So that's a void gate, and that's a void gate. Okay, so we have 2 void gates. Right, okay, so that's gonna be something we get. Let's check this side. What is this? Save? Okay. That's good to do before the boss, I guess. Again, I wonder if they're gonna add something more like punishing when you die. Because right now you're not that punished. But okay, so the purple one seems to lead to saving that one. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Wow, you look like a Silent Hill character. Okay. Whee! Oh. Oh. Huh. Oh man, yeah, they're pretty decent boss here. Once you just get some patterns down, yeah, they are fun. Not definitely not Hollow Knight craziness. Okay. Playtime 41 minutes, and I took it slow and easy here and died one first time by trying just to see the paths and stuff. Could definitely died less on both bosses there. If you would have just tried, you know, going more hardcore mode. It's promising for sure, this game. I think I'm gonna wait and see if this gets picked up by like streamers, reviewers, or something like that. Not that it's bad. Just it's so many games, and you have a release date 2024. It could be coming out in December. You know, don't know. It could get pushed further away. I'm just trying to minimize my wish list because there's so many games that just are for years in your wish list, so it looks interesting and definitely worth keeping in mind. I liked the bosses, the art style, felt really good. I do think there probably could be some input mapping optimization, like a little bit, like having a separate activate button probably works just as good with having press up, look up. The same thing for that. Also the hidden kind of D-pad down mapping there is definitely annoying. It works good in the demo to remap to D-pad, and this game plays well or better for me with the D-pad, so that's good that it works in the demo, but it might not work in the full game. They might have some action for the D-pad down then, and there's still two, like, no, there's one button like the left D-pad that was slittered that we don't really know what that does yet, so two magic thing and healing. Alright, yeah, it feels solid. Hopefully this is up so you can try it when this video comes up. It definitely have a lot of that little bit of the simpler Hollow Knight game kind of vibe with pogoing and stuff like that, and it looks like it might have like Metroidvania-ish things, like you need to get an ability to get to another area. In this demo it was more of a linear feeling, right, because you didn't really backtrack a lot, so and it doesn't have the Metroidvania tag, I don't believe on the Steam page, so it's fine either way, but it's more of a linear action 2D game so far, and this is what like they are hyping it up to be, so you know, that's good. I really don't see why you have this animated background here that is pushing my RTX 3070 to 50-60% GPU usage for nothing, and then you go into the game and the RTX 3070 is being utilized to 20-25%. Just make this a static background. We don't need to have this extra oomph in the menu. Minor thing, but it's just not really that necessary. And it's kind of, it could be a bit weird if you're just on the low end computer, you know, and it's like you go into the menu and it kind of feels sluggish, and then you go into game and it works fine. Probably not going to be an issue, but still not really necessary. Another thing to, you know, avoid this thing if you really want to keep this could be definitely to lock this to 30 or 60 FPS in the menu. That would, you know, take the requirements down, but I think it would be looking just fine with just a static one. But there's nothing really major to, you know, complain here. It's a nice good chunk of a demo to try. Good, you know, starting with the medium volume by default. Maybe if some more graphic settings always appreciate, but for this game it's pretty lightweight, not super necessary. Uncapped here, if you could add maybe 90 FPS or something like that, it's nothing bad, but or preferably one that are like from 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120 or blah blah blah. More in steps like that, or a 3 point, because if you have like a VRR or G-Sync or what is it? The AMD version, I forget the name, display, you might want to cap this to something like 115 frames to always be in your G-Sync or FreeSync range. Yeah, FreeSync it was, I was thinking of, right? So having a more of a manual control of the refresh cap is nice, but you know, you have all the pretty basic necessary one. I don't know if this is being read by EDID from the monitor, because these are very high unlikely possibility to be used. Very weird options to include. 30 I get, 60 I get, 50 sure, and 120 yes. But again, minor thing, but more option for the FPS cap definitely isn't a bad thing, but this works fine, at least for me. VSync on off, everything here, you know, window, full screen, everything is nice. Remapping and everything is nice. Again, like if the D-pad down is being used to something, right? I want to know what it is. It works fine to remap to the D-pad here for movement in the demo, but since there is something is bound here, somehow within the game, right? That I can't see. I don't know if there's gonna be a problem in the full game. So might be something to keep an eye on or double check why, you know, why you have a binding that's hidden. And you need to make sure that you can rebind this game to be played with the D-pad, because this is a game that many people gonna wanna use the D-pad to move and, you know, control with. So make sure it is good and easy to remap from analog stick to the D-pad, because there's no analog movement, so there's no real benefit in using the analog stick anyways. But yeah, thanks for watching. You can stay tuned for more Let's Try and Let's Plays, and leave a comment or like if you want to do that. There we go. And if nothing else, have a great day and bye for this time.